Boxing versus mixed martial arts. These are the two largest mainstream combat sports that have brought about some of the greatest fighters and sports heroes. However, could MMA overtake boxing and become the single largest combat sport? With various boxing fights happening daily, boxing has managed to stay relevant in a time where MMA is slowly becoming popular. The first ever boxing fight that was promoted in Sydney was the same day boxing saw its first ever African American heavyweight champion. In 1908, he drew a crowd of 20,000 people. Ever since then, boxing has continuously drawn a large crowd in Sydney. Since the promotion of MMA in 1993, there have been 4 main events that have taken place in Sydney, and the average attendance rate is 15,000. Owner and director of Greenacres Brotherhood Boxing Gym, Mohammed Ali Yatim, refers to boxing as becoming too political, and is not only about the sport anymore, but is about who can make the biggest earnings, making it easier for MMA to attract fighters.
Well, you got to understand, boxing's been around since, obviously the 1700s. An organisation started to form in the late 1800s. Now you've got over 6 main organisations in the boxing industry, and there's a lot of politics involved in that. MMA at the moment's only got one organisation that's in control, and that's UFC. So they hold all the fights, all the main events. Obviously, it looks like as if UFC is the main event, but boxing's been there from day one, and people love to see a sport and art. MMA is a street ball.
According to Boxing Australia New South Wales, there are 5 boxing fights that have been arranged all within the same month, whereas MMA has only 2 fights spanning between a 5-month period. Even after the opening of the second UFC gym in Wetherill Park, it may have generated fighters, but it did not create an increase of competition for these fighters to participate in. Mr. Ali Yatim explains further that even though boxing in Sydney has various fights set up to help fighters succeed, there are internal issues that plague Boxing Australia. Unlike MMA, which is still young and is not affected by the same politics that influences boxing.
When boxing holds a main event, it really holds a main event. A lot of sponsors go on board, more than UFC. Boxing Australia, they're doing a great job, obviously, but there's always some internal issues.
Politics that influences boxing. So, is MMA overtaking boxing? Rami Dandachi reporting for Sydney Next.